today. From Seattle, Washington,
what twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Second and 14.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They'll look to throw again.
He's got McBride here over the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 19 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Elliott.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
3rd and 9 here. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Up the middle, here's Walker.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all away when you get to game day in a foreign place.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Pollard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Walker with another carry.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, 1st down.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Chris Olave.
71 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now they're going to fake it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll set up a throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now a run with Walker.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play. And their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone.
There he goes, left side.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw.
That's complete to McBride.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest work.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. He lets it go deep for Olave. This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Escapes the defender. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's more. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Mims in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. They're going to look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. He's into space past the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hand off here to Walker.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, should be a fairly... And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The throw over the middle, puts it on the carpet, it's out.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right?